Hey everybody, welcome to Glitter and Crafts for You. I'm just trying to get a good picture of the interfere color. It's a chameleon interference color and we call it Interfere Me. However, I can see the shift and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful purple, blue, green shift, but on camera it just doesn't want to come out. So I thought I'd show you as I'm applying it to one of my little car models here, which I've coated with a watered down mixture of tacket. Since tacket is so damn expensive, water it down. It still works perfectly well. Probably even better than it would work if it was a thick coat, since we're working with really, really fine powders. So I'm going to start by taking my makeup sponge, and I've got a piece of transparency film here, which is what us old school people used to watch our teachers write on with the colored pencils, and it would go onto the wall in the classroom, and that's kind of how we saw stuff instead of seeing it on a big computer screen, because back then computers were just coming out. So I'm going to start here by bringing it down, and as you can see, it's a beautiful lavender, but it's also a blue. Can you see the blue there? So those are the two colors, and then the green kind of comes out. It's a sneaky little green that comes out, and I'm not sure how difficult it is to catch it on film, but I figured with the applying of it, you would see it a whole lot easier. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just coming down, and this is just kind of to show people also that you don't always have to mix it with epoxy. This is kind of a good way to do it. It uses far less powder, and you just keep feathering it down and spreading it. And I have very, very little bit of powder mixed on here. And you see, as we go around the corners, you may be able to see a little bit of the shifting of the green coming out. You got the aqua, you've got the blue, you've got the purple, or the light violet. So, I'm not sure what you're seeing, but it is a really, really pretty interference color. So just keep watching as I fill out the car. I've got a number of new colors that I'm going to be bringing in chameleons. Some of them are interference, and some of them are just regular chameleons. But they're all chameleons in their own right. It's just the interference ones start out as a white, and like all of the chameleons, black is best as a base underneath these colors. So I don't know if, can you see any of the green yet? Yeah, you can. Good. See, I knew there was a reason why I wanted to put this on video, because I just know that certain things don't translate very well with regular still photos or videos, even when you've got them out in the sunshine or under different lighting. So you can see I'm a little light here in some spots, so I'm just going to go over it. And that's what you need to do, is if you're not happy with the amount of color that you're seeing, just add a little bit more. It can't hurt. Your car, or your, I'm sorry, I say car, your cup will tell you when it's had enough. You can never really put too much on. Not with this method anyway. I think sometimes people add a lot when they're putting it into resin because they want to get all of that color in there, but resin is a totally different medium. It swirls and it changes the color a little bit because it's being diluted by the liquid. So I like this method. Plus I'm a newbie. I mean, I never thought that I'd be selling glitter and powders and all of this stuff that with all of the mediums that are out there. I mean, I just thought, you know, I'd be selling a little bit of glitter and I'd be making my own jewelry like I've always done, and that would be the end of it. It would just be like a on the side type of thing. Never thought I'd be selling, you know, to all of the people that I do. So here we have half of the car painted, and the only thing you have to make sure you know to be very careful is watch your fingernails. When you're using the sponges over the tacket on your cups, if you scratch the tacket, you've got to go over and put another coat, a little bit of a coat on there, and make sure you feather your tacket in and make sure that it's not lumpy or bumpy. So I'm going to turn this around a little bit and see if you guys can see what I see, which to me is just really, really beautiful. I know I say that a lot. I tend to fall in love with about everything that I do, but it's a good thing I don't sell it. It's a good thing I kind of hoard it and keep it. But if you look here, you've got the blue and you've got the purple, and then there's some green. There's actually, this just turned to green right in front of my eyes. Can you see that, honey? See the green coming out? Yeah. So I'm going to put this down for just, oh, look at that. You see that? Am I going in the wrong direction for you? Yeah, look at that. That I would love to get a picture of if I had the whole thing done. My goodness, that's something I'm going to have to work on. Yeah, check that out. You see how that, there we go. That's beautiful. Yeah. So I'm going to put this down for a second, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of it. Ooh, and look at this here when I've got it under like that. It's an even lighter lavender. You see the light lavender compared to the dark? All right. So let me just place this down for a second. I'm going to show you. This is my process, and this is how I go about picking my colors now, because there's so many colors out there. I literally do up a car, number it as I'm putting the colors on, and then I preview these to some of my closest confidants. Usually it's my husband. And then I decide what numbers I'm going to choose. Check it out. See, now I'm looking at number 6 and wondering, oh, we've got Aurelian lights, but that's still a little bit sparkly. Maybe guys don't want that. Oh, but then I fall in love with number, is that number 7? No, yeah, that is number 7. Look at that. It's pink and it's a darker green. And of course, this is what I'm talking about, fingernail scratches. I scratched it, and since I'm only doing, you know, workups on it, but that's what'll happen. Those are my fingernail scratches. I don't know how the heck I did that. I'm kind of in love with number 9. You see number 9 going all the way down there. It's a pale blue and a pink. I'm not sure that you can see it or not. Number 11, number 8, sparkle. These are all sparkles. Let me put that down. And then these are all, by the way, interference colors. Now, here we have, and I didn't finish, and it's still tacky, some other colors that I'm looking at. This is kind of a brown, a light brown orange, and I'm not sure what other color it goes into. But a lot of these colors, I was like, I don't know. When I come across a color that I love, which number 6 is another one of those colors, it's kind of like a tropical sunset color, but then when you look at it this way, it's got the blues in it. And again, I don't know what Kevin is seeing, but there we go. Can you see the blue? I'm moving it so that I'm hoping you can see the blue. There's the blue in number 6. And then there's the pink coming out, see? So that's what you'd be getting on a cup, you know? You'd be getting the blue as you're turning it, and then you'd be getting the pink as it turns around. And then number 5 is kind of green and pink. Forget that. Not really jiving on number 8 or number 7. They were kind of steel colors, and they really didn't shift well. And let me show you here. Can you see this, hon? This one is a I think one we're gonna call Pretty Bird. It just looks like a peacock. You see it? I mean, it's got a little bit of sparkle in it. It's got some pink and purple. And then going down, this one is pretty, but I think it needs more. I don't know. But yeah, and here's some more. This one is kind of a copper color. You're seeing pink there, but I'm seeing kind of copper when I look at it. And then it goes to like a brown or a, yeah, kind of a brown color. And then over to green. And then this number 7 is a green and a blue. Isn't that pretty? I think that's really a pretty color. And then I always go back and forth between my golds. Do we want a gold that shifts to a copper, or what do we want to do, you know? Not quite sure. So I'm going to look at these some more later on today, and I'm going to post this video and probably get these ordered for tomorrow, and we'll have them in a week. Yeah. This one here, number 7 on here, is pretty. And number 6, I think, is also very pretty. It's got a light pinkish violet to blue shift. There's your pink, and there's your blue. So, yeah. This is my process, so I just thought I'd let you kind of into my world a little bit. And a little piece of fuzz on there. Probably from my rag wiping everything down. Here we've got a different color. It's a green, but it's also a pink, which I'm not sure if that's something that would work with anything, but it's kind of a green, blue to pink on number 1. Different. You see, I've got it in brackets because I've got 3 piles of color, of little color samples. So, alrighty, well, say goodbye to the pretties, and hopefully we'll have these in the store real soon. Alright, back to my work.